guys, TinaGale here, and welcome back to another Focus on Sketches 3 Ways or More. So this round we're working with this double page sketch from Scrapbook Generation. This is a free sketch from June 2016 that you can go to their website and download, and I'll have some links down below, or hop over to my blog and all of the links for products and everything that I use today is on there, as well as links to my Pinterest boards and the video playlist for all of the videos that I've done for this series on sketches. So this is the sketch. The first time that we worked through it, I took the double page and I made it into a single page, so you can back up and watch that process if you haven't seen it already. And today I'm going to stick pretty close to this, but I'm going to show how you can change out different elements. So you can change out photos for project life cards or embellishments. You could change this banner out for other ways, and I'm actually going to show you, I'll try to remember to show you that an idea that I had, and then I've kind of veered away from it. I've went ahead and cut my paper so I have those ready. The nice thing about working with Scrapbook Generation sketches is they give you all of the dimensions and everything, so it's a pretty quick little layout to put together. And we're just going to change up some of the embellishing and thing. I'm working with the Close to My Heart Florence collection, and so here's a picture of all of it. It's a beautiful collection. It's only available till the end of August, and then we'll be going to a new seasonal catalog. So if you like this, be sure to check it out and grab it before it's gone. So on the sketch you have this banner here, and one of the things that I want to show you that you could do to kind of change the elements up, and I had originally thought that I was going to do this, and I ended up going ahead and switching it up. So this paper collection has this great pattern paper here that has these file tabs at the top and all these different colors and little phrases on each one. So I thought it'd be really cute to use that for this large background. Pull this back up here. So this large background piece of paper here, I thought that would be cute. And then it would kind of take the place of where this banner's at. You would be placing it now kind of over the top of this paper here. So that's one way that you could interpret this, and another way to change up this sketch that you can use it multiple times. So that's just an idea if you have something like that, or you could easily create tabs and stamp phrases or use the little stickers that have the phrases to create your own up there if you want to try something like that. I think it would be really cute and a lot of fun. So I have all of my papers cut and ready to put this together. So let's get going. I cut a couple of the branding strips in half to make the really thin strips that were represented on the sketch, and then one of the branding strips I used just the way that they are, so it's about a ½ strip, and then I cut the pattern paper for the other one. So all of that, I just followed the sketch directions and measurements, and I'm just lining them up to the ends of my photos. These photos are just slightly shorter than 6 inches, I believe, and so I just put them on there and trimmed up to however long they needed to be. So this one here with the flowers is one of the branding strips, and I really liked the way it looked. So I've kind of sped ahead. And then on this here, the sketch was a 4x4 photo, and then a small little journaling square that I think was about 2x2 maybe. And these were all the photos that I wanted to include here, and so I decided to just use one of the project life cards, and I went ahead and rounded the corners just so that it would soften some of the edges, since everything I had going was you know, the sharp corners. It was all squares and rectangles and stuff, so I thought it'd be nice to kind of round the edges on those. And I believe on the sketch that the journaling block did have rounded corners. So it's really pretty. It's got these little flowers at the end of it, or the bottom, across the bottom, and so I'm just going to add my journaling onto the top of that. Then I decided I wanted to add just a little bit more pop, and so we have this foil tape, and this is one of our new colors in the rose gold, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. So I decided to stick some across the top and frame the top of those photos. And then I came down to the large strip along the bottom and left a little bit of the pattern paper showing at the top, and I just angled the ends of that tape. So it was just one more layer down there that I could add. Now I'm going to the embellishments, and in the compliment packs there's all of these kind of printed die cuts on this craft paper, and they have the rose gold embossing. And for some reason this elephant just stuck out to me. He was just so cute. Really has nothing to do with the page, but I really liked him. I loved that dark blue, and so I'm just going through there and sorting out 3 different cluster embellishments. I knew I wanted to kind of use those flourish shapes, so I have one of those in both sides. But then for the bottom, I decided to go ahead and use that elephant, and it has a flourish printed on it, so that's going to take the place of the flourish down there, I think. And then I wanted to add the flowers in, and so I'm picking different sizes of flowers. I went ahead and kept the largest one to the bottom, so that's going to kind of be my biggest, heaviest embellishment. And I'm going to pop dot the elephant up so it just gives it a little bit more dimension. And since I popped the journaling block up, then I needed him to kind of come up to that. And then this flower, I'm going to pop dot part of it, and then part of it I'm going to leave flat against the page. So I'm just going to put those around. I mainly was just looking at the colors, and so for this bottom cluster I had the dark blue on the elephant, and then the large flower is in the rose gold, and then it has that white, and then I chose some of the smaller ones. So then when I went around, I kind of, like on the right hand side, I have a large white flower on top of the rose gold flourish, and then on the left the flourish is in the white, so then I'm going to add smaller pieces in the rose gold, and just trying to balance out the colors and stuff. I really just loved these embellishments here. I just think they're so pretty, and they just really made the layout. So I'm just trying to space them out where they look nice. And then for the top on the journaling, I couldn't quite decide. I loved that arrow, and it had it framed in the rose gold, and I wanted to use it. So I have it laying up there trying to decide if I can or not. And while I'm thinking about it, and I'm also trying to contemplate what I want my title to be and what I'm going to use as my title, because this collection has some words already done, but none of them really fit for my layout. So I decided to go to our new flower cartridge and look through it, and there was this banner here that had the phrase "good times," and so I thought that would be perfect. So I just took my pattern paper and I cut the top out of the red and the bottom out of the yellow gold. And I just went ahead and pop dotted it up so it would just give it a little bit more dimension. And so that's going to be my title. If you look at the sketch, it has a long title, and then it had a small little banner to the top of it. So I'm just kind of incorporating all of that into one thing as this title here. And I'm actually going to add some more words as well. So I just placed it where I could split it and it not split between the words itself or between the letters of the word good, so that you could still read it really clear. So once I got that put on there, I was really liking how it was going, but I did want to add just a little bit more up there to bring your eye up. So even though I had the triangle going down below already, it was still okay to go ahead and up there. You can put different triangles. You can put more than one triangle throughout your page. So you can follow along on my layout, several different triangles that still are bringing your eye around the page. So don't think you have to stick to just one big triangle, especially on double pages. I think you can really get away with a lot on a double page spread. So I ended up I cut it back quite a bit and just added the kind of medium-sized flower and then a couple of the smaller little ones. So then that arrow that I was wanting, I ended up kind of swapping it out, and because I went and I decided to use the sequins that were in the turquoisey blue to really make it pop, I decided to switch out that little arrow to the one that had the blue frame, and I decided to put it underneath that bottom cluster on the right, pointing toward these awesome cinnamon rolls. And then here I'm taking the alphabet sticker sheets, and these are some items from Close to My Heart as well, and just decided to add the word ahead. So it's good times ahead. The sequins come in the kit too, so you might have seen earlier there's some of the rose gold and all of that, but I really loved the blue in this collection, and since I just had it kind of in that bottom, I really wanted to pull that around the page, so that's why I chose the blue sequins there. So I'm just going to write my journaling, and that's going to finish this page. So here's some still shots. I hope you're enjoying this. And this is going to wrap up this sketch. I have one more layout, and it's going to air on Monday. So check back on Monday for the final layout for this sketch. Thanks for watching, and we will see you soon.